Hello there, I'm Hari Zainuddin and you're now watching TVS News at 5. Let's begin. Association of Malay Importers and Traders of Motor Vehicles Malaysia, or PEKEMA, Sarawak branch president Tan Sri Abang Khalid Abang Marzuki passed away on Friday, February 4th at 5:43 a.m. The late Tan Sri Abang Khalid died at the Pantai Bangsa Hospital in Kuala Lumpur after losing his battle to stage 3 colon cancer.
According to Tan Sri Khalid's daughter Fatma Dewi Khalid, the body of the deceased will be brought back to his residence in Jalan Muda Hashim before being buried at the Semayang Islamic Cemetery in Kuching later on the same day. Dewi said her father was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer on November 5th when he was rushed to Timberland Specialist Medical Center in Kuching after complaining of stomach pain. The late Abang Khalid then received further treatment at Pantai Bangsar Hospital in Kuala Lumpur on December 15. However, his health condition deteriorated after undergoing surgery on January 15, believed to be due to an infection. Born on August 19, 1947, Tan Sri Abang Khalid left a widow, Puan Sri Lili Johari, 8 grandchildren and 7 children. During his lifetime, apart from being a successful businessman, the deceased held several respectable positions, including president of the Sarawak Sepak Takraw Association and the Parti Pusaka Bumi Putra Bersatu PBB Semayang branch deputy chief. The late Tan Sri Abang Khalid was also the president of Yayasan PEKEMA Sarawak branch.
Now, 7 illegal immigrants from Indonesia were caught entering Sarawak during op benteng that took place on Thursday. The operation was conducted at 8:15 p.m. and the suspects were spotted at an oil palm plantation area in Kampong Stas Bau, located 200 meters away from Malaysia's border with Indonesia. They were asked to return back to their country immediately after investigations were completed.
In a statement today, the 1st Division Infantry Malaysia said 2 of the 7 suspects were women and all of them have entered Sarawak without valid travel documents. Further investigations found that they have entered the country for the first time in hopes to secure a job. No items were seized and all suspects were sent back at 10:30 p.m. at the Malaysia-Indonesia National Army Land Forces.
A man in his 30s was fined 3,000 ringgit for causing damage to his aunt's car. Ibrahim Effendi pleaded guilty to the charge for mischief under Section 427 of the Penal Code at the Magistrate Court.
Based on the case facts, the incident happened at a residence in Kenyalang Park around 11:30 a.m. on January 11. He had a heated argument with his uncle, went berserk, and then made a hard kick to the said car, causing a heavy dent. Repair works cost the victims 1,000 ringgit. As such, the incident was reported to the police and Ibrahim was later arrested on February 1st. Magistrate Sharifah Fatima Azurawan Ali appeared as judge, while Inspector Muhammad Azmay Ahmad appeared as prosecutor. Meanwhile, Ibrahim was unrepresented.
The government has no plans to introduce specific standard operating procedures or SOP for Tarawih prayers in mosque and suraus during the Ramadan this year. Instead, the existing SOP on congregational prayers will be used and continued.
Minister in the Prime Minister's Department for Religious Affairs Idris Ahmad said, although there is an increasing trend for positive COVID-19 cases, it only involves cases in Category 1 and 2. Hence, the situation is still under control based on the SOP set by the Ministry of Health MOH. Among the existing SOPs for congregational prayers in mosque and surau is that all members of the congregation are required to bring their own prayer mat and to wear face masks. Additionally, there should also be physical distancing of at least 1 meter apart when performing the prayer.
Welcome back. In an era of modernization, most societies today are not inclined to practice traditional customs, including during weddings. To ensure the continuity of traditional MELANAU weddings, Council for Customs and Traditions Sarawak, or MAIS, collaborated with the Miri MELANAU Association to organize a workshop on MELANAU wedding customs. The aim of the workshop was to preserve the customs and promote awareness among the MELANAU youth so that the traditional practice would not be forgotten by modern-day MELANAUs.
According to a researcher from the MELANAU Ethnic Department of MAIS, one of the reasons for holding the workshop was to impart some knowledge on the complete wedding costumes and equipment.
Inilah satu cabaran kita sebab kita dapati over time kita dapati bahawa amalan untuk mengadakan perkahwinan secara adat MELANAU ini berkurangan. Kalau di Miri ini saya difahamkan antara alasan atau faktornya adalah kekurangan ataupun susah mendapat bahan ataupun yang kita katakan rukun-rukun perkahwinan. Tapi dengan usaha saya percaya Persatuan MELANAU Miri yang akan mengumpul bahan-bahan ini dan diletakkan dalam galeri mereka mungkin nanti akan membantu masyarakat MELANAU di Miri ini sekiranya mereka nak berkahwin misalnya bertunang secara adat MELANAU, mereka boleh menggunakan peralatan sedemikian di persatuan ini, tak tahulah.
Anthony says that MAIS is also actively reintroducing the MELANAU customs to the community themselves so that their culture continues to be sustainable. Apart from holding workshops, MAIS also provide various mediums to educate the community of their customs.
Kita dari semasa ke semasa, kita dari Majlis Adat Istiadat memang bergiat cergas sekarang ini untuk mempromosikan baik melalui bengkel, melalui ceramah, mencuri seminar dan juga simposium yang kita sering adakan untuk mewawarkan dan juga mempromosikan terutama sekali di kalangan anak-anak muda kita yang kita nampak mirip kepada tidak menggunakan adat sebagai landasan perkahwinan. Itu yang kita khawatiri, ya. Lagipun kita memang mewar-warkan kepada ibu bapa supaya menggunakan secara adat untuk untuk majlis pertunangan, majlis perkahwinan, ya itu yang jelas yang kita lakukan. Yes. Dan publication kita, cetakan daripada artikel kita pun kita sebar luas. Kita juga mempunyai portal untuk digunakan oleh masyarakat MELANAU terutama sekali lah.
Besides wedding customs, Anthony hopes that many more workshops can be held in future that focus on the many MELANAU customs that are getting less attention.
The long-forgotten MELANAU wedding customs are arranged in 3 stages of hierarchy, arranged by a system called Pikul. It is separately known as the 9th Pikul, 7th Pikul, and the Tujuh Bertirai. In modern times, it is easier to conduct MELANAU wedding workshops for the 9th Pikul as the materials and equipments are easier to procure, said Hairin Junang, the village chief of Kampung Telian in Muka.
Hari ini kita menggunakan adat 9 pikul yang selalu diperkenalkan yang memudahkan kita sebab dari segi sebab barang kita nampak tadi lebih kepada adat 9 pikul. Jadi kita hari ini menggunakan adat 9 pikul di mana datangnya daripada Muka sendiri. Kita ada pelbagai dan di mana di batang Muka juga menggunakan adat 9 pikul, 7 pikul dan 7 bertirai. Dan hari ini kita menggunakan adat 9 pikul untuk bahagian Muka atau Telian sendirilah di mana kita nampak tadi proses-prosesnya. Sebab kita menggunakan bahan-bahan ataupun rukun dalam bahasa MELANAU di mana kita nampak senang didapati dan mudah. Jadi kita gunakan hari ini adalah adat 9 pikul.
Hairin, who is also a MELANAU customs instructor, shared more details on the 9th Pikul, which takes place during the wedding and engagement. The Surong Berian ceremony takes place before the wedding. It's a gift presentation ceremony from the groom to the bride. Of all the gifts, the groom must present a gold ring first to the bride to signify their engagement. Other customary gifts include a bag of paddy, 9 pieces of clothes, 1 piece of songket, one long sword, one piece of sugar cane, one unripe banana, and one coconut with its husk completely intact.
Kita nampak sebiji kelapa di mana terletak di atas tembaga yang dinamakan semetan dan seterusnya. Kedua-dua bahan tadi atau rukun tadi ditutupi dengan satu macam jenis terendak tapi disebut tutup berburung dalam bahasa Melanau sendiri. Dan keduanya perkahwinan kita nampak tadi, kita nampak banyak benda yang dihantar itu menggunakan itu adalah salah satu rukun yang kita hantar melalui adat 9 pikul tadilah. Kita nampak dari pedangnya, dari beriannya yang dinamakan yang emas tu, lepas tu daripada pakan yang dinamakan ataupun tanda suka ataupun hantaran dalam bahasa Melayu, lepas tu seterusnya dan bahan-bahan lain yang kita nampak tadi yang dihantar petang tadilah.
In a vaccination center in Kuala Lumpur, young kids sat nervously with their parents. Occasional yelps of pain could be heard echoing in the hall where the country kicked off the COVID-19 mass vaccination program for children aged between 5 and 11 years old.
It is part of the efforts by the country to protect the youngest members of its population. The Malaysia Health Ministry said on Thursday that in the past 6 months, 147,282 children aged between 5 to 12 years had contracted COVID-19.
I think it's a great move to get the kids that have not been vaccinated up until now to undergo this vaccination process, because it is good for them in order for them to be protected against the COVID-19 virus, and in doing so, it is also protecting the public at large. So it's a good thing.
The inoculation program is expected to boost the Southeast Asian countries' vaccination rates, already one of the highest in the region. Nearly 80% of Malaysia's population have received at least 2 doses of a COVID-19 vaccine, including almost 98% of the adults.
And that will be all the time that we have for the 5 p.m. news today. Once again, I'm Hari Zainuddin. It's been a pleasure.